Welcome to this channel. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So time flies. Today is January the 5th of 2023. 1 year already passed from 2022. I got 1 year older. Looking back at my teacher, I'm pretty lucky. I passed through 60 years old and now getting old. Many of my coach do not live past through 60 years old. So I consider myself pretty lucky. And I feel lucky not because I'm a billionaire or I'm a grandmaster. But in this life, things I want to know, I have sorted it out. Not to say that I can do everything which I want to learn, but I know what is going on now. And that's the reason I start this channel. Because you will not have the time and the luxuries I have to get to this point. So if I don't tell you, it is very difficult, almost impossible for you to know what is going on. And that's no good for us human. Now, as a human, since I'm a Buddhist, as the teaching of the Buddha, you always have the states of born, and then grow old, and then sick, and then passing away. While I'm in the stage of old and sick, so soon passing away will come to me because we're just human. And the key is, do we prepare to go through all this thing? And also, do we have something to tell those who is just one, who just growing old, that they can do better in their life? So that is the teaching of Buddha. Life and death is just a part of nature, right? Now, today I'd like to share with you something serious. You must listen to me if you really want to learn something from China, okay, from ancient China. Because thing is not what you think. And that's why I said I spent decades. I got the luxury of meeting the people, reading the book, have the financial support, living the United States of America, be able to get this far. So I want to tell you, okay, don't waste your life. Because life is like a journey. What is the purpose of this journey? That is very important for everybody. Now, Last week, I shared this video. Tools to make proper and improve the Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao training. As many people ask me about the Xiu Lim Tao training today, the post 1870 Xiu Lim Tao training. So I make this video. Well, let's face it, most people do not take what I say seriously. Most people. My channel is just an entertainment. But there are people who take me seriously, like these friends. I can report for my findings from 7 days of using the two tools. And because there are people like that in this world, this channel is for them. This channel is not for the millions of people that take this as entertainment. Because if people want to have entertainment, they can go watch like the new Tom Cruise Mission Impossible, which is a very good movie. You see how Tom Cruise worked really hard just to make that movie. So this channel is to provide directions so that people or friends who is like this, who really want to learn something, who really want to make a difference, have the directions. Okay. Now, let me share with you. The first thing is about secret. You see, there are many secret things in Chinese culture. Secret this, secret writing, secret teaching, secret. Why is that all the secret? What is the meaning behind this secret? Is that because people is selfish? Well, I can tell you it is not. Let me share with you why it is a secret in the Chinese teaching or the Buddhist teaching. The reason of that, why there's so many secrets that keep inside the family or between the teachers, is that in the world, there are a lot of fake people. And they will lies on what they know. They never experience it. They will claim that they experience it. Like today, people say, I have this chi, I have this internal. Do you know what is chi? Do you know what is internal? They don't, but they just back to this. Just make claim, being fake. Okay. So in the ancient, the writing is kept secret because you can know that people like this, those fake people, if they got the writing and then they suddenly feel like they are top of the world, then they become teacher, they become sifu, they become grandmaster. Okay. And the entire thing is because of what? Fame, money, and you get everybody to bow to you because you are a grandmaster. So the reason why the ancient keep many things secret, like the writing of the Xiu Lim Tao 1850, is not even out there because people try to avoid this type of distortions, to avoid this type of people, because they are doing more screw up than good to other people. Garbage in, garbage out. Garbage teacher teaching garbage student. Okay. When the student found out that their teacher is just promoting themselves, then they learn, oh yeah, I'm going to do the same with my teacher. I'm going to start organizations. You look at the history of Chinese Kung Fu in the past, or even Wing Chun in the past, say 60 years, you can see the thing. The thing repeat again and again and again. You got like, for example, the Westerner go to Asia, learn something, and then they see their teachers like that. Then they go start their own organization, and then all the sickness propagate. Look at the history of say Wing Chun in past 60 years. See what happened. Mostly, it is they claim they know what they don't know. They claim that they have experienced what they don't have experienced. The Buddhists know. Does the Buddhists know? The monks know? Sure, that is human. So that's why I show you this slide and explain to you. People with have a good heart is very rare. In Taoist, there's Lao Tzu, the book, Tao Te Ching, Tao Te Ching, the classic or the sutta of Tao and Te. Way, Tao is way and Te is virtue. So what is virtue? What is way? Way is method, directions. What is virtue? Virtue is heart. Do you got a good heart or not? So as in the ancient Chinese, the people who have the method, the direction, but without a good heart, that is what is called demon. And the people who have a good heart, even though they don't have the way yet, heaven will find a way for them, will finally see the directions. So that's why the Taoist scripture say Tao Te Ching, the book of way and virtue. Virtue is very important. Virtue means good heart. Okay, not the like money, right? So as soon as you get into this fame, money, you want people's respect, you know where your heart is. Now, the secret stuff, I can tell you, the secret stuff right now become it defeat itself, it defy itself. Because nobody know what is going on inside there. So people who make claim, like, oh, I know the secret, I have this book. It's just like, for example, the 6 core element. How many people claim that they know 6 core element? But they heard just the name of 6 core element. So if I keep it secret, it is no good. You will create more fake grandmaster to talk about 6 core element. So instead, like for the 1850s Wing Chun, I map it into science. So it is open for public no longer. It is secret. The era of secret teaching, so that other people can make use of it to do bad. It's over. Right now, we put it in the public educations, so everybody know what it is in terms of science. So for example, if you say that you have a meditation, qi, and all this thing, control your mindfulness, well, look at your heart rate. You can look at your breathing rate, how you handle that breathing rate in that meditations. How sturdy you can handle it. See, like this one, 10, you get up to 20 breath per minute. And then they tune the breath, it going down to about 5. It come up again. And then it going down. Oh, and then here you settle about 5, between 8 to 10, settle there. This is meditations. You want to have qi development internal, you have to be able to do that. But wait a minute. If you really know that, you see, this is like from 82 down to average 67. If you really know that, from 80, you slam down right away in to 63 average and you stay there. And this is only 22 minutes. This is 38 minutes. Okay, so the young people, young practitioner will do this. Okay, just look at this breathing. You see, it slam down, it get down. From 12, go up to about 13, and right away go to 6 and it stay there. Wow. This one, you go up to 20, going to 5, going up, and then it don't going down, even though it take longer time, much longer time. So anybody, any grandmaster or whatever, we now have a scientific way to look at things. Okay? No secret, but if you bullshit, track you with the heart rate and breathing rates. It's just an Apple Watch. You just get an Apple SE or something, which is precise. This is Garmin. You track it. So I get rid of the secret and I get rid of the fake grandmaster too by this. Same with everybody here today. If you want to drive a car to a highway, you better pass the driving test. Okay, and people can check your visions and so forth, so forth. Again, if you want to practice Qigong, you know you are in the warm-up range here. The warm-up range here. That's Qigong. You want to, like the 6 healing sound, those things. If you want to practice like a Xiu Lim Tao for the circulations, then it is among this. You see, it's aerobics, fat burning. You can track it. If you want to go for fighting, you need to get up to the extreme. Anaerobic. You see the peak up here? You see this peak here? There's 1 peak and 2 peak. You see this peak, this go extreme. So if you want to go fight, training for fight, you better have this kinds of training. Don't tell me that over here you'll be able to train for fight. Forget about it. This is just aerobic exercise. And so if you say, I want to do things slowly, I can have internal qi, I can fight and fudging. Well, what a nonsense is it? If they cannot share with you on this, on long durations of extreme and anaerobic, it's called bullshit. You cannot fight. That's why when you face people like Xi Xiaodong or our MMA friend, you drop dead. So you want internal? You want martial art training? As what I said, I put the entire thing into science. No more secret and no more snake oil salad. You need to walk your talk. And of course, I have to show you my talk. Okay. Oh, this is my heart rate trace real time. No exceptions. So we get rid of the secret. Not because of the secret is not good, but it is better right now. You open the entire thing under the sun so everybody know, so nobody can cheat and everybody know the standard. Then in the ancient time, you got it. You got that secret. So when I bring this 1850s Wing Chun's riding to the America, I travel a different path. Because the old way of the secret will not work anymore. Okay. So there's a reason of all my books and so forth. And often people asking me, well, Hendrik, which books should I read? Well, like the other day, a friend asked me about the breathing. You know, which books should I read about breathing? There's a lot of things in breathing. Every book have a piece of it, and you need to develop it. So it comes down to this, as this at the end, as this friend. As these friends on these tools. So he told me this, he reported this. Squatting in the morning was more challenging than at night as the body is still trying to wake up and was a little bit stiff. The distance between the feet when squatting need to be about shoulder width apart to avoid loading the knee. In doing the squat, I sat back using the muscle in the back of the leg to avoid loading the knees and move down and up. I was be able to breathe smoothly. Okay. And here I say that in the second tools, in talking, sometimes I forgot to breathe, which caused my body to stiffen and not be able to turn as much. Once I start breathing, I was able to turn more and felt the turning of leg, lower back, upper torso, and head. So here he said, overall, I was able to use these two tools to observe how my body could move up and down, twisting left and right while breathing smoothly. Now, this is just a very beginning of the tools. Let me share with you a Chinese reality, which today in the West, most people have no idea what is going on. Chinese do not write philosophy like the Western way. Chinese, ancient Chinese, like the Xiu Lim Tao and the Shaolin, the ancient, the Qi Ji Guang, so forth, is not philosophy. It is descriptions of different state. State called is mean 境界 in Mandarin, 境界, state. Unless you got to that state, you will not understand what is going on. So for example, if you don't practice this 7 days like him, based on your own condition and going through this, you will never know that you forgot breathing when you're talking. You forgot breathing. You don't even know that. So this is a good state. Okay. And then say that the distance between feet when squatting need to be about shoulder width apart to avoid loading the knee. If you do not go through this, you will not know what is going on. And yet, when people tell you something, you will not know. And people say, oh yeah, if you forgot breathing, and then you say, well, how could it be? I can breathe. No, you look at that, you go train it, you know that you don't breathe. And you know how to correct yourself because you have tools. Now, that's just the first step. The second step, second level of step, or the further level of steps. Reading what our friends report, I know right away he not be able to activate the entire body's muscle, like your core muscle, your back muscle, your hand and your leg muscle as one, as what the other day I shared with you, the open and the close. When we do open and close, the entire body's muscle actually engage. That is the second state. But if you don't go through the first, you cannot go through the second, right? So the one tool is like an elevator. You take the elevator, you can go first floor, second floor, third floor, fifth floor. Now, unless you take the elevator, you're going to go nowhere. So like the friends who writing that report, I know he will not be able. So when I do this, actually my entire body is activated with my breathing. Those of you out there who never heard about this will never know that that is possible. While in the Wing Chun short strike, when you go this close, you have to have the entire body activate. Or else, how the world are you going to play with your friend who is doing grappling in your Wing Chun way? You can't. So if you're just playing Xiu Lim Tao, usually standing down there, have a structure and moving your hand, you couldn't even get to this level. You couldn't even get to this level. You have no access in your body. And only after this level, you keeping doing it, you knowing your body, and then you get into the point that the entire body, when you move your body, meaning your back muscle, your core muscle, start there. And then your arm and your leg muscle, all one piece. Didn't everybody talk about, oh, you want to use your dantian to handle your motion, to drive your motions, or to exert your strength, or fa jing. How the hell to do that if you don't go through what our friends report, and as well I just shared with you, the entire body, the muscle is one piece, the entire thing, the body strength, because you have your torso, your erect spinal muscle, all integrate together. Only that you got that. Okay? That is what the beginning, as it is said, externally train the bones, sinews, and muscle. Until you get there, you have no idea what it is. And so on the other part of it is the breathing, internally train the breath. That's why our friend here start to experience that in talk. Sometimes I forgot to breathe. Well, it is a coin with two faces. Externally train the muscles, sinews, and bone. Internally train the breath. That is a coin with two faces. And you need to go from the state like our friend, and then the next one will be the entire body, the entire muscle engage, work together. The breathing is supporting it. And at that time, your strength is very different than the usual strength that you stand in the structure or whatever, it is very different. So it's just like a steel wire which is twisting the together, okay? And if one part is twisting, the other part is twisting, the entire body become like that. Only at that second level, you can say, well, you know, I know Wing Chun, sticking body, short strike. Because at that time, you don't need a structure, you don't need any rigid thing to support your physical, because the entire thing is practically a steel, like a steel rod, or the twisting, the steel, many steel wire twist into one. How strong that thing is, how flexible it is, how resilient is the entire thing. Another steps on top. When your mind and your breathing become one, that's where you settle down. You get more advanced into the handling, like the second level I just mentioned to you. But one more thing come up. When the breathing and the mind become one, the entire body is become one, like in the second level. Guess what? Your body start to generate heat naturally. Heat, yes, heat, temperature, warm temperature in your body. That is the beginning of the qi. But you need to have your mind and breathing one. You need to go through this stage. You need to go through this. Okay? Only that way, at that third stage, you talk about qi. Otherwise, we have no idea what it is. So that's why people say, oh, my interpretation, your interpretation. Well, sorry, there's no interpretations. It is all state by state. The Chinese call 境界. You have this 境界, this level, this level, this level. Okay? So there is no grandmaster. Grandmaster of what? Which level are you in? Do you know which level are you in? If you have this level, you look around in the past 100 years in Chinese Kung Fu, you know who have what. And today, I make it even more simple for everybody. Well, you look at them, is it possible they have this type of result scientifically if they track their cardiorespiratory systems and their heart rate and so forth? So that way, nobody can cheat. That way, we can use what the ancient teach us and stand on that and further develop to contribute to other people, the good for the living of humans. Okay? So, for example, is this good? Yes, if you are young and your body can handle, you have performance, you can have that. But if you are getting old, you are sick, then you want to stay in this aerobic. But then if you do this, you practice Xu Lim Tao this way, don't go boasting like you have internal power. If you never get here before with your Xu Lim Tao practice, don't bullshit it, okay? And even here, you need to know what is going on there. So this is aerobic. Aerobic is good for all the age, sick people and everything. And this is for your 6 healing sounds and so forth. Get into your recovery, and this is get to the rest, deep rest. This is a resting and dealing with your energy. or your neuromuscular system, or sorry, your neural system. Okay. Now, all of this you see, today we have all these gadgets to show us what is our effort of the training. Today we really, even like something like this, meds. How many meds? So like for the recovery for very weak people, you want to do your training under three meds. From 3 to 6, usually people want to do fitness. You want to track it 3 to 6. You want to go fighting, you better go more than 6, usually 7, 8, those type of training. Okay. So you have all these tools today. You'll be able to know where you are. Okay, so this video, I leave it to you all who really have the heart to study on what is going on, because it is my responsibility to share that. Because we are human. Human is not just everybody, I want to be a grandmaster, I want to make this much money and blah, blah, blah. Human is saying that, hey, there's no conditions. Helping other human is a duty. So that every generation get better, live better. Not every generation get more screwed up and brainless, okay? So like today in Chinese martial art, yesterday I just make a video. If you don't go through what I'm going through just now, you know Chinese martial art is drop dead. Look at around there, people, how many people claim that they have this soft chi, soft power, and then they talk about they're fighting. Are you serious? Have you ever even trained your muscle endurance? If you don't go to the high heart rate, like I just shared with you, anaerobic and extreme, how the hell are you going to train your lactate threshold, your VO2 max, your muscular endurance, the muscle endurance, your skeleton and everything for high impact to play the momentum game? And if you never get into that, the breathing, as I share with you, you just go drop inside there, and then the breathing go to the 6 and those level. How the hell are you going to get into the real chi? Or there's the chi, the heat come out. When that heat come up, it's not like you're sitting down there, and then you keeping your teacher say, if you do this, you will feel heat. Well, if you want to do that, might as well you just go just go to Netflix, or anywhere loan adult movie. Okay, watching those sexual movie, and then your entire body get warm up. It is not that. It is you have to go through that levels and levels to get there, and then then that means you have another tools to be able to handle your body. Okay, so this is reality. And if you never handle your breathing and so forth, you take drugs, you drink, and you have a very different type of lifestyle, how are you going to get there? And even if you get there, remember, human always have to go through born, growing old, sick, and death. Nobody is exception. Everybody have to go through that. Soon I'll have to go through that too. Because there's no reason, no way that I can live forever, even for whatever I know. And as for Kung Fu, people like to say, oh, my Kung Fu is high. High what? If I don't go through those things, I will never be able to explain you this clear what is going on. But how much is that worth? In the cycle of grow old, sick, and death, how much is that can help me? That is the real challenge. So don't look at ourselves like we are some kinds of really smart people, really high up there. No, we just the same. We all are equal. And because we are not high up there, that's why we want to help each other. When I get problem, you can help me. When you get problem, others can help you. That is how this human civilization is based on. And of course, for past thousands of years, good people always is more than the bad people. That's why we still exist today, and then our life getting better. Because most people want good. So this is what I like to share with you. For those who do not have patience, don't watch my video. For those one reality, this single video itself will save you many, many decades or even a lifetime. Because you look around in this world, how many tell you what I tell you today? How many of them be able to go to a scientific device and look at them and check, say, hey, are you walking your talk before you want to teach others? And if you train in aerobic, you know, or it is good for your heart strength, it's good for your mitochondria. Or if you train that really hard in the anaerobic, it's good for your bone, your muscle. Everything scientific. So hope that year 2023, everybody who really have a heart of learning, progressing.